first thing you need to do today, if you have your artwork with you, is to finish the Chris Uphughes Happy Art fruit and make sure things are either touching or overlapping and there's something in the background. You can add rainbows if you don't want to make more fruit. Make sure it's all outlined, as I said. Next week, we're going to learn about Yayoi Kusama. Yeah, and she's famous for her dotty paintings and sculptures. It's amazing. She paints all of these dots. I want you to observe and see some are big, some are small, but they're filled up. You have to have patience when you do work like this. And as I said, next week we're going to make a project based on her work. We're going to be inspired by it. So another choice for today, if you're done with your fruit, is to practice on making maybe a shamrock in the style of Yayoi Kusama. So you can actually do anything. It can be a circle. You don't have to do a shamrock. But the point is to really get the idea of how. I'm just going to draw 4 leaves of a shamrock and a stem. Okay. Then if you make a line in the middle of whatever shape it is, you can start making dots. You do not have to do it in pencil first and use lights and darks and maybe add another color. Start with the biggest dots in the middle. Make sure they're really colored in. We need markers for this. Next week, please bring in whatever colored markers you have. And then go on to the next one and make your biggest dots. Now, pretend I went to all 4 leaves. Then you take your other shade of the color and make maybe some medium-sized ones. Maybe your medium-sized ones will go all around the edge. Make sure you do go all the way up to the edge whenever you get to that part. I happen to be doing it right now. And then I'm going to put some in between so I can get really close to the big dots. Now, I'll just make medium dots again, but I'll make sure they go in and out wherever there's space. So this is how you get started. You can also be a little more tricky and go from big to medium to small, like on purpose. What I mean is, these are big, these are kind of small. Work from the middle out and make sure these are not too small yet. I'm rushing, don't rush like this. And then go a little smaller. It will look more three-dimensional if you do it this way, and I might ask you to do it this way next week. See, they get smaller and smaller and smaller as you go from the middle out. And then you can add another color, and with green, I pick yellow usually. I like the way it looks. And you can fill in any tiny, tiny spots with your third color. Again, this is a suggestion. You may choose anything on the slides choice board, okay? Or make a card for someone, but this is practice for next week. All right.